Okay, we can remove this. Great to see everybody. Welcome. Hey, John, good to have you. Brother John, Tammy, welcome back. We'll wait a few minutes. And those who are here, again, I wish to invite you to share on video so we can see you and build a sense of community together. Thank you. So we're going to just say hello for a few minutes while we wait for others to join. So since I picked on Tammy last night, I can continue on. So Tammy, did you practice today?
I thought I would be home free without you picking on me tonight.
No, you're empowered. So I only pick on empowered people.
Oh, so yes, I did. Yes, I did practice. Absolutely.
Okay. So while we're waiting, a few more moments, tell us how it went.
Wonderful. It's always the best part of my day.
Now you practiced your harp, but I was
Yes.
asking a different question. Did you
Oh,
practice the frequencies, the things that we worked on last night, the growing edges that you were going to apply around oneness today? That was the assignment that we gave everyone.
yes, I practiced both actually.
Okay. Anything you want to say about that?
Well, something you said last night that really struck me was when we are in touch with our growth and really deeply connected to our inner seed of our heart, that helps us expand our own evolution. And it's also when we're most connected to source, and that's where the transformation and transmutation happens. And that really struck me very deeply. And yeah, that's what I worked with today.
Beautiful, beautiful. So who was on the call last night? Can I see you raise your hand? Okay, so Joy, did you get a chance to practice today any of your growing edges from the meditation last night?
Yes, I did. I am a energy healer. So I have a ritual that I practice every morning before starting my day. And that practice includes sending out my energy healing to the circle that you refer to in our meditation.
Oh, nice.
Which is to my family, to my coworkers, to my community, to my state, and then to our country, and then to the earth. So with the color of green for healing, I used for empowerment. And then I used the color of citrine for the light that I sent out. So those are the two that I did this morning to
Beautiful. Now we are working with different colors, but those are also wonderful colors. We're working with gold for empowerment, and we were working with violet for violet for empowerment and gold for oneness. But those are other powerful colors as well. But thank you for doing that work this morning. Did you do your friends as well?
Always. I always do my friends, and I have a healing circle that I have for those that need a little bit of extra boost.
I am so happy that you're working these energies so beautifully.
Thank you.
So again, I'm going to invite more people to get on video because then I can see you and I can more easily call on you, which maybe is not an incentive to get on video, but nonetheless, we'd love to see you. I'm going to take another moment and ask a few more people how they went in their meditations today. So for those that were not here last evening, we did a meditation on oneness, the frequency of oneness. And we identified 7 levels from self to humanity, and actually to spirit. And then you were going to work on your growing edges at each of those levels as you move through your day to day. And then give yourself a chance to practice. Is there anyone who would like to share anything about their experience of applying these oneness frequencies in your life today? Okay, we're going to warm you up slowly but surely, but nonetheless, we'll leave you. We won't call on anyone else for the moment. Let me just see who else is here. But I do wish to have you come on video, my friends. I know it's easier to just hang out, but we're trying to build community. So the more we can see you and you can see each other, and it gets so much easier for us to build community. So thank you. It's just getting a little bit more comfortable with each other that we go on video. There you are, Sherry. I knew you'd get here. Good to see you again. Tonight will help make that distinction that Miranda mentioned you were looking for between oneness and unity. So it's a wonderful distinction. So we'll fine tune that. How are you tonight, Sherry? You are, I think, muted.
Oh, well, wonderful. I was going to go in line. I was going to raise my hand. I was actually making some food because I just finished a plenary. And so I was jumping from there to here. I just wanted to comment on the practice because, you know, there's always this integration phase when we get initiated into something that's they're deep, and it's like a deep meditation. You know, it's sort of like some of my Tibetan Buddhist practices of amplifying from where I am to like amplifying it out to the whole planet. And what I noticed as I was listening to you, making some food, I thought, wow, I didn't practice today.
Huh.
And that was like, oh, because it was a little busy. And then I thought, why? And it was like, because it's not yet a practice. And so then it's like, all right, well, then what do I need to do to make practice? Well, obviously be practice, but to be like, okay, this is a practice.
Yeah.
And that's what I hadn't quite integrated into myself of being like, come on, Sherry, now this is a practice. Of course it is. So that was a good insight for myself.
Thank you for saying that. And that's why I reinforce it at the beginning of each of our sessions, and it'll get deeper as you practice each day because you'll build on the other days. So you can just build on now. Here's the good news and the bad news. When you haven't practiced, you now have to do more the next day, but they build on each other. So they're cumulative. So you get to do empowerment practices and oneness practices, and then tomorrow you'll get to do unity practices. But thank you for being aware of that. Annie, thank you for raising your hand. And what would you like to share about your experience with these practices?
Well, I would like to first share something that happened as a result of the meditation.
Yes, please.
During the meditation, when we were going through the different places that we were looking at, you know, how we were going from separation into oneness, and we were talking about family. And I have a bunch of kids, and we're all very, very close and very connected. And they live in different places away from me, but we're all very close. And so that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about how connected I was already to my children and their partners and my grandchildren. And about an hour after we left the meditation, out of the blue, and we have a family, you know, text group. Out of the blue, my oldest son texted to the family and the partners and everybody, I just want you all to know how much I love you and how I'm so proud of you, and you know, just kind of, and then everybody was responding, love you too, brother, and you know, all of these comments among the family. And I went, whoa, here I was sending love to them because of that connection. And then it happened, and it was a really nice confirmation of that. And very quickly, I wasn't out much today, and the places I go, the people that I'm with, go to my acupuncture doctor and things, and we're all very connected. But when I got there and parked in the parking lot, when I opened my car door, it just goes. It doesn't, it's one of those that just flops open, and it hit the car next to me.
Oh, no.
There was a person, and it didn't do any damage. And there was a person sitting there with her windows open, you know, doing something on her phone, obviously waiting for someone. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I don't think it did any damage. It seems to be okay." And she kind of glanced at me, and then she just looked right back down to her phone. And I was like, whoa, that is separation. She didn't even want to interact. But anyway.
So you got both examples.
I did.
For those that were not here last night, some of you may have experienced the empowerment one on Saturday. But what we do in this practice, this frequency raising practice, is we identify the different parts of our life, and then we see that person or that collective of friends or community members with their hearts filled with oneness or whatever the frequency we're working on. And then they send it out to others, and we invite them to send it out to their community. So, Annie, you're kind of a proof point of the power of all of this intention. And so I just want to help everyone appreciate the power of what happens when you send this kind of light and energy to others, and how it then diffuses out and then circles back to you. Right? It came back to you again.
Yeah. If I can add, this all started mostly back at the beginning of COVID, when one of my daughters got involved with the Global Coherence Pulse.
Yes.
And got me involved. And anyway, just the work that she's been doing has affected our whole family. Let's see, three of my kids all got new, better jobs. Just all kinds of things have happened just through the work that she's been doing through Global Coherence, and then affecting the whole family. So yeah, it's really very obvious that it works.
We'll honor Teresa Collins for her beautiful work on the Global Coherence Pulse. Okay, I have a couple of things, and then we're going to start. So there is a question for some. Tell me the distinction between oneness and unity. And it's a great question because they are different, and they have different frequencies, and they operate at different levels. So let me just define them simply for those that are perhaps asking that question or might wish to ask that question. So for us, oneness consciousness is the most potent of all the frequencies. I mean, love frequency is very, very high, of course, but oneness brings us all into this unitive place. It's a spiritual frequency, and it's the foundation for unity consciousness. And the former, oneness consciousness, operates at the spiritual level, and unity consciousness operates at the social level. So oneness is the antidote to separating ourselves from others and our own higher self or God self. And the unity consciousness is the antidote to how we divide ourselves from others through race, religion, ethnicity, politics, culture, gender, and you can keep going. So if you start from oneness consciousness, then you can very easily flow into unity consciousness. But unity consciousness starts to work at a very different level. And as you start to play the game, where you actually learn not just the practices of these frequencies, but how to take specific, very concrete actions, like in the case of oneness consciousness, befriending those who are separated from you by however you project onto them. And then unity consciousness is really beginning to look at how we can celebrate that which we share in common. So they're very different. And unity consciousness looks to create these unitive experiences. I remember when John was playing the game, because of the work that he did, he kind of broke the whole point system, because every conversation he had and every meeting he had was moving forward unity consciousness. So we kind of had to put an asterisk next to John's name. John, I'm so happy you're here. And you are a master at that particular gift, which is why you do sign and why you're doing World Unity Week. I mean, you could get, if you were just counting, you'd be like in your own category, but a master of unity consciousness. So, okay, I want to say one more thing before we start. Some questions that have come up also is, can we explain more the flow of what's happening right now? So what's happening right now, and between the frequencies and the pose zones and the game and how all these things fit together. So let me just kind of get you all grounded in this flow. So I think you all may know or may not know that the source of the game is the first Earth Run from 1986, where we passed the torch of peace around the world. And out of that, we identified 7 strategies that enabled, wherever the torch of peace went, for there to be all war stopping, peace on earth for that moment in that place. And it was an amazing experience that engaged the world and inspired people to do a lot of amazing things like that, because we were working with these particular strategies. And out of that, we designed the game, which are the actions that represent the strategies. And then out of the game's actions, we distilled the essence, the spiritual essence of each action, which is the frequencies. So the 7 frequencies are the source, spiritual source, if you will, of each of the actions. And we start with the frequencies because that will empower you to play the game at the most profound and at the highest level of impact, because you understand the frequency. You're living in that frequency. You've practiced it before the game. So when you start, you'll be able to hit the ground running. So that's the order. So we will complete this journey of the frequency meditations on Friday, and that will have all 7 frequencies. We'll also have them on our website, which you can visit. Carlin can put in the chat, how to go to the replays on our website. So if you miss one, you can catch up, or if you want to listen to it again, you can, or if you want to share it with others, you can. But they'll all be there. And so by the time you're ready to start the game, which will start on July 16th, then you'll be really primed. So that's the reason for this order. And for those that are wanting to get more informed on all these details, on July 5th, we will hold an information meeting that explains everything you want to know about the game, the online game, and also how to start a Peace on Earth zone. So while there is information about this on the website, this will go into a lot more detail. So know that is the order, and that is the ways that we can help you get more information. And for those that are already clear you want to play the game, then you can go right into our website and you can register at the same location, which is Peace on Earth by 2030/WUW. And Carlin can put that in the chat as well. So those are the basics to get us started. Are there any questions about any of that before we start the meditation? Okay. So I see some wonderful partners here. Welcome, Heidi. Welcome, Laura. Welcome, Joni. Good to see some of my friends here and being part of this energy field we're creating tonight. So let us begin. So we're going to shift now into a meditation on the unity frequency. So shift gears, if you will, get comfortable, and I will guide you on this journey. And then we'll have some time afterwards to talk about it. So become present. And by the way, if you have something to write on, like a notebook or a smartphone or a tablet, that would be great, so that during the meditation, you can capture anything you wish from your experience. You can just capture a word or a phrase or an image that may come. It's not essential, but it's powerful because a lot of stuff will be coming through you intuitively. So if you have any of that to work with, that would be good. So you can make sure to capture whatever's coming through and not let it just float on out again. So become present to this moment of profound opportunity for rapid evolution of your life and planet Earth. You are here this evening to accelerate your evolution and accelerate the evolution of planet Earth. This is not just a meditation for you. It's a meditation to raise the unity frequency of humanity through our collective intention and visualization. And know that while there are about 30, 35 of you here, we know from last night there were 1,500 people following this on Facebook. So we have quite a field to build upon. And on the evening when we did the opening ceremony, we had about 5,000 people. So this is a strong field already that you are part of. You are just the most visible parts of it. So take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, experience peace within yourself. As you breathe in, experience peace within yourself. And affirm, I am in harmony with self. I am in harmony with self. And just feel that sense of harmony. Just let go of all the busyness in your life so that you can truly be present to that experience of harmony with yourself, the source of every creation that you will want to bring into the world. And now take another deep breath and experience yourself at peace with all the people in your life. Experience yourself at peace with all the people in your life and affirm, I am in harmony with others. I am in harmony with others. And just experience that for a moment. And now on your third breath, take a deep breath and experience yourself at peace with the earth and all living beings who inhabit it. And affirm, I am in harmony with the earth and all living beings. And just see yourself in harmony with our beautiful earth and all of the beings on planet Earth. And just experience that state of harmony with self, others, and the earth for the next minute. Now open yourself to your soul, your higher self, your God self, your spirit guides and angelic helpers, and invite their guidance as you take this journey of unity. Just allow that spiritual support to be available to you and guide you. And now invite in the white unity light, which represents the unification of all the wavelengths of the visible spectrum and the color of unity. Invite in the white unity light, which represents the unification of all the wavelengths of the visible spectrum and the color of unity. So let us begin. Visualize your heart filled with white unity light. And the question, what is my growing edge in transforming any divisions I may have in my life with others? What is my growing edge in transforming any divisions I may have in my life with others? What is my growing edge in transforming any divisions I may have with others in my life? Allow a word or two or an image to emerge. Really allow yourself to be fully engulfed, imbued with this white unity light, melting away any divisions that you may have with others in your life. Worldviews, politics, religion, race, ethnicity, gender, whatever they may be, different philosophies. And we move on to the next question. Visualize the hearts of your family members filled with white unity light. Visualize the hearts of your family members filled with white unity light. And now the question, what is my growing edge in helping my family members transform any divisions they may have with others? What is my growing edge in helping my family members transform any divisions they may have with others? And allow words or an image to emerge. And again, capture it if you can in some form of writing in your iPhone or iPad or piece of paper or whatever. Just take another moment if you need it. And the next question, visualize the hearts of your friends, your close friends, filled with the white unity light. Visualize the hearts of your friends filled with the white unity light. And the question, what is my growing edge in helping my friends transform any divisions they may have with others? What is my growing edge in helping my friends transform any divisions they may have with others and allow words and an image to emerge? Who are these friends? What divisions might you see them having? How might you assist them in transforming that? Take another moment if you need it. And we move to the next part of this journey. Visualize the hearts of your co-workers filled with the white unity light. Visualize the hearts of your co-workers filled with the white unity light. And the question, what is my growing edge in helping my co-workers transform any divisions they may have with others? What is my growing edge in helping my co-workers transform any divisions they may have with others? And allow words or an image to emerge that captures what you're being intuitively guided to do. Which co-workers? What might that transformation look like? What is your growing edge in facilitating that? And we move along. Now visualize the hearts of your community members, your geographic community members, the place where you live, filled with the white unity light. This is part of building a peace on Earth zone, is seeing your community members be transformed by these frequencies and the actions associated with them. Visualize the hearts of your community members filled with the white unity light. What is my growing edge in helping my community members transform any divisions they may have with others? What is my growing edge in helping my community members transform any divisions they may have with others? And allow words and an image to emerge. A key part of building a peace on Earth zone is reweaving the social fabric of a community. This is part of that process. And the next question, and the next part of the meditation. Visualize the hearts of humanity, all of humanity, almost 8 billion of us, filled with the white unity light. Span your being to hold that dimension of consciousness where you can really receive all of humanity. What is my growing edge in helping people across the planet transform any divisions they may have with others? What is my growing edge in helping people across the planet transform any divisions they may have with others? And allow words and an image to emerge. Of course, this is the space where the Peace on Earth by 2030 movement is assisting in that process. So allow any words or image to emerge for you intuitively on how you see yourself. What is your growing edge in facilitating this transformation, the scale of the planet? Remember, this is not about how, this is just getting the download. The hows will make themselves clearer over time. Okay. So now we're going to move on and we're going to begin to deepen into this frequency. And for those who've been on this adventure already, the last 2 evenings, I'm going to invite you to once again visualize your magical pouch. And for those who've not been before, you have a magical pouch that is ready to be invoked intuitively by you, energetically. In it, along with your empowerment and oneness jewel stones, you will now discover your unity jewel stone. And these jewel stones are to support you on your hero's journey toward creating peace on earth by 2030. They are your power objects, your talismans to assist you on this journey. And they have magical properties. Take out your unity jewel stone and examine its color, its shape, its size, its texture. What does it look like? How does it feel? And now ask your unity jewel stone to tell you of its magical power to support your hero's journey. Just allow this guidance to come in on what is this magical power available to you through this particular frequency, embodied in this jewel stone. And write down what you have received. If you did not participate in the other meditations, you can ask these other jewel stones to tell you of their magical powers to support your hero's journey. And write down what you received from them. So now put your jewel stone or stones back in your pouch to absorb the high frequency we will collectively generate across the planet as we raise the unity frequency of humanity and planet Earth. So visualize your heart filled with white unity light. And see and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your family members who spread it to others. See and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your family members who spread it to others. Now see and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your friends who spread it to others. See your friends that you visualized earlier receiving this and spreading it. Receiving this unity light from your heart to their hearts and then spreading it to others. So you've now magnified your impact multifold. See and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your co-workers who spread it to others. The bigger the field of people that you work with, the more you have an opportunity to fuse through their hearts this white unity light to all the people in their light, in their worlds. Now see and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your community members who spread it to others, both throughout their community, but all the people that they know in their community that spread it to others. So it's spreading from community member to community member to community member, and they're spreading it to other communities and all the parts of their network. Now see and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of humanity, who spread it across the entire planet. See and feel planet Earth being fully infused with white unity light that you have started a ripple effect with through all the different people that you have diffused it to, and to humanity at large. Now see and feel this white unity light spreading from your heart to the hearts of your spirit guides and angelic helpers, who now spread it across the entire universe. All emanating from your heart, from the frequency of unity that you are now operating from. Now see and feel this white unity light spreading across the planet and universe from your heart and back in an ever-evolving spiral of white unity light. It goes out, and like a figure eight, it comes back, then it goes out and back, and each one of those cycles, it gets more and more and more potent. So see that figure eight happening. And each time it comes back into your heart, feel it raising your frequency even higher. And then as you send it out, it goes out even at a stronger vibration level, a higher vibration level, a more laser-like vibration level. Now see and feel this white unity light fully potentiated, lifting you and every part of your circle into ever higher frequencies of unity. See and feel your community tipping into the unity frequency. This is what a Peace on Earth zone operates from. See and feel your community now tipping other communities into the unity frequency across the world. So again, the impact of place to empower so many other places with this unity frequency across the entire world. And now, with communities tipped into unity consciousness, with humanity being uplifted into unity consciousness, see and feel our planet Earth tipped into the unity frequency. This is a golden age frequency. This is how we transition into the next era of humanity's evolution. See and feel every human heart filled with the unity frequency. This is our birthright. This is our destiny. This is where we're aiming to get to in the next 7 years. Starting with this meditation on unity this evening. So feel the power of your impact and influence. And now allow this fully into your body. How does it feel to embody the frequency of unity? Allow it into your heart. What are the emotions of feelings of living from a place of unity consciousness? Allow it into your mind. What are the thoughts, the enlightened thoughts that fill your mind operating from this unity frequency, unity consciousness. And lastly, feel it filling your soul, which is already there in unity consciousness, but now you are closing the loop and letting your soul know that you know this is your source, and rejoice in that reunion, in unity with your own soul and the consciousness that it represents as a spark of the divine. So bask in this vision. This is your guiding light on the frequency of unity as you bring it into your life and as you prepare yourself to play the game. And as you are ready, come out of the meditation softly. You can write in a journal what your experience was. If you have that, you can also put it into the chat. We'll take a few minutes for you to do that, and then we'll just check in. Feel free to put it in the chat, your experience, as well as capture it for yourself. And then we'll take some questions or reflections on your experience. Okay. So we have a couple of minutes, about 10 minutes or so, for anyone who would feel inspired to share their experience. We'd like to hear from a number of you. Those that haven't shared before will get a first preference. Just raise your hand. I'm also good at calling on people. So if you're shy, know that, as others have learned, I'm not. So Diane, Lynn, you look like you're ready to say something or share something. Tell us about your experience.
Well, I'm not sure you interpreted my look correctly.
Well, we'll find out. Whatever you say is perfect.
Well, I'm having a hard time finding the words that I want to say.
Yes.
But it's such a helpful the process last night with gold, tonight with white, and the unity. I mean, I'm not sure what you talk about when you talk about the game. I came into this because a friend gave me the link, and I wanted very much to be a part of it. So, and I am shy. So I'd like to have something reasonable to say before I raise my hand.
Of course, this is perfect. That's why I called on you.
Okay. Well, thank you. And perhaps tomorrow night I'll have a little bit
Okay,
more.
you can have more to say, but I like where you started from. And more to be said about the game. You know, there are no mistakes. You're here for a reason. And so just allow this in. But thank you for being willing to entertain my question or my query to you. Anyone else feel inspired to share? Is that a hand that I see up, Jay? Yes, it is. And then I see also Teresa. So Jay, tell us your experience.
Well, I'm very happy to share. I had looked for the meditation last evening and did not find it until I watched the recording of it this morning from yesterday, because it was not I've whatever did I thought I would find the direct link, and anyway, it was like a transformative experience to do that oneness meditation also today, sort of in the process of other things sort of evolving over the course of the day, being in that oneness meditation as part of it. And then finding my way here this evening was sort of a similar process. I didn't realize how to get here, but I did make my way here and feel it like I feel very much connected to the space and the white light. It is taking me, it's like engaging all of the energy from a number of years ago when I did a Qigong practice, where part of the Golden Shield Qigong practice is really meditation. It's like half meditation and half physical practice. And the meditation is almost exclusively this white light meditation and sort of expanding out with that white light. And so it was really, I could really feel the connection really being present with that, like the timelessness of that. And then sort of, being able to take the anchor of that timeless unity consciousness and the white light, and in this present moment, okay, well, how can I be present with that moving forward in new ways that it's not some story about the past. It's about, okay, well, what is the present moment literally today in this very moment where the white light can be present and where I can be that moving forward with people.
Beautiful. What I will say to you is that those 6 questions this evening, there were 7 last evening, are your guideposts for how to apply it in your life. So those growing edges are the pathway and the aspects of your life, not only to directly support those people in their transformation, but to diffuse the light through them so that they become a vehicle of the larger intelligence of the universe. So you're right on track, and thank you for finding us. We're trying not to make it quite so difficult. It isn't meant to be a mystery. We will be sending out each day now to everyone who is registered in the Zoom link, the registration. So we'll send out a reminder. We'll make it a little easier for people. Sorry, while we find our way to help people find their way here easier. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Teresa, tell us a little bit. We have about 5 more minutes. Teresa, tell us your experience, and then we'll call on Michelle, and then we'll close out our evening.
Great, lovely. Thank you. I'm very new here. Just before our gathering now, I listened to the opening ceremony.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. I had a candle. It's still burning, so that's lovely. My first ally was a golden healer quartz, and it really lights up my aura and help to get from here to the here that's out there, if you
Nice.
kind of know what I mean.
I follow exactly what you mean.
And I'll listen to the other ones that I missed. Tonight, I received a red ruby, which surprised me until I kind of contemplated, well, what does unify us is blood, right? The blood in our veins, us
Nice.
being human beings. So that sort of, I understood that, and I'm grateful for that. And I look forward to having more in my little pouch of delights there. Connecting, I think the growing edge for me that's strongest worth mentioning is having respect for those that I don't feel unity with. And I'm owning it. It's just my story, what I thought happened or went down. Interestingly, I could still send the light, but it's my egoic Teresa little self that needs the healing, that needs the clearing, so I could truly show up authentically, not just with another mask or something there.
So
When
beautiful.
Yeah, when we did the community ones, suddenly everything went all rainbows, like those soft pastel rainbows. And that was just so beautiful. And then it kept on when the planetary and more universal aspects of that. And maybe that's all this newbie wants to share
That's a
tonight.
pretty
Other
good
than
start for it. I don't know that I'd call you a newbie, but I would say you're a quick study. So thank you.
thank you.
And as far as the quote unquote ego and the place where the divisions still lie, or where it's hard to feel a sense of unity with another, don't see that as in some way as a shortcoming, but as the opportunity on behalf of yourself, but all of humanity. Because anytime we reach out beyond our comfort zone, it's not just for ourselves. And so thank you for going there. And of course, that is why we are working on unity consciousness, because there are these divisions that we get inculcated with through our upbringing or through pain that we have, or some way that we find ourselves seeing others in a way that doesn't ultimately serve us or them. But thank you. So you get to say the last words, Michelle. So tell us about your experience.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Teresa. This meditation helped me remember, or again, experience the spirals in my life. So as you as you asked those questions, I was recalling the many times I've taken my yoga group from their heart, from their families and communities. And I have literally gone country by country. I always start with the US and Canada, go down to Mexico and South America and over through Europe and jump into Africa and the Middle East, etc. You can see I go that direction. And it was just lovely to realize tonight that I've been doing that, for so, yeah. And I've experienced some other reminders of what I used to do 30 years ago. So thank you for this experience as well.
Beautiful. So let me just close out. Thank you for that. And thank you for this being such a beautiful place that you're comfortable in. And thank you for your appreciating so many parts of the world that a lot of people don't know about. So it's great that you have that experience. You can share that with others, that we are a much larger family than we sometimes know because we don't travel as much, perhaps. So one logistic point, we will stop the live stream at the half hour. I'll take another couple of minutes to just bring closure on our evening. But the live stream will end in a moment. So those on the live stream, thank you for coming, Facebook and other places that may be receiving this. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, same place, same time. And Charles and some others have put in that it's been hard to find the link. I just want to reinforce that we will send out to everyone who's registered each morning the link and the reminder, so that'll make it easier. There is also a link in the chat that says, here's how you can get to the replays. But it's basically, again, look at the top of the chat, maybe Colin, you can put it in again. So in case people miss it, you can see that to get to the replays to share and also to register Peace on Earth by peace2030.earth/WUW. And also good feedback to my colleague, John, who I think is still here, about finding ways that we can get it more on the World Unity Week agenda so people can find us more easily. But with that said, I think we're done for the evening, actually on time. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. What I will say is, Sherry, I may ask you first thing, how did it go in your practice? And now you know that's the important part of this meditation, is to put it into play, as well as for everyone else. What that does is it anchors it. Otherwise, it just stays at this etheric level. So I look forward to hearing stories of growing edges on how we have transformed in ourselves or others, any divisions that we find ourselves encountering tomorrow in our daily life. We don't have to go out of our life. Just be in life and see what happens. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And you have a beautiful rest of your evening and a beautiful day practicing unity. How cool is that? Blessings, everyone. Be well.
Thank you.